G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. With my arm slopping all over the place, I'm sorry. I don't know, sometimes with the viewers, do I just get into the beer? Do I get into the yarn? Or do I get into the spiel? Today, Land and Sea. First Point Pale Ale, 375ml can, which is what you've got to love here on the channel. Very silver basic can, perspiring a bit. Look at the can, I like it. It reminds me of Grifter Brewing, not the man that frequents the deadly parts of Vegas, but this is Noosa Brewing. It's got a bit of a spiel, an elongated spiel. Land and Sea Pale Ale. It's in the best before time. It's Noosa Brewing. It's 1.3 standard drink, so that's a bit very weak. You'd want this to be sessionable at that percentage, wouldn't you? Sorry about the grind on the table. Don't drink if you're pregnant, you're knocked up, or there's other problems. Not much of a spiel. It's got a 1, 2, 3. Look, I've done the tip. I've done the sip. I've done the rickety bip. Very calming, reassuring crack on the can. I'm excited about this Noosa Brewing Land. So I got this from the Palmer's Island store. Very colourful beer. Look at that. Come on. Look at the can and look at the colour. You're kidding. That is a beautiful sight for a beer. No kadunkadunks. Which Land and Sea, or do we do there? Is Land and Sea from Noosa? They're big hop. Anyways, I don't know. Look, I'm just reviewing this as is, like Land and Sea. First Point Pale Ale. It is the Noosa one, I'm sure it is. Because it's got that little spiel across the top. If it's not, well, I've just fucked up the whole video. It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It looks lovely. It's been a big day. We'll get a sniff. It does smell like a pale ale. It smells like just a nice beachy pale ale. Orange, citrus, grapefruit, just those sensational smells. It actually looks nice. The head dissipates a bit, but you know what? That comes down to a dodgy glass as well, or whatever. Let's go. Pardon me. I don't know. Well, I think I'm getting him. Right. If this is a pale ale that's put in front of you, what would you think? There's something about this I just don't like. Oh. I'm not joking. Like, it's dark. It's murky. It's like a homebrew murky. If this is the same brew I did that last one with the hazy IPA, that was gorgeous. Big sediment, big kadunks. This, let's go again. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Sorry. It's got this just rough end, but the end sort of goes in the middle as well. So when you first drink it, mouthfeel. It's very, very light. It's very carbonated. It's very tasteless at the start. You then swallow it and get a bit of pine. You do get a bit of fruit. But yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Very, very gassy. And look, I've had a few of these beers throughout the night, good craft beers, and I was looking forward to this. But yeah, I think it was the hazy IPA or the big sediment, just gorgeous, just a beautiful beer, lovely beer. The colour, as soon as I poured this beer, the colour put me off. It looks like an IPA. This is too dark for a pale ale in my view. Very nice white head. Very, like lacing's minimal, but like I said, comes down to how good your glass is. I'm not into that shit. I don't care. Lacing's nice, but it just looked off. It looked like I said, it's malty. But it's not. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of this, guys and girls. It's not a chucker, but it's something which, if I went to the bar and I ordered that, I wouldn't have again. I wouldn't. Can I brew a better pale ale than that at home? It is a basic pale ale. It smells skunky. I don't like it. Yeah, it's not a good beer. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry, actually. That's my view. And yeah, but look, I don't want to ramble on too much about the beer because I'm a beer channel. Well, it's true as. It's been a big day, like I said. But I think this has to be revisited and re-looked at because some of their beers are sensational. But this one, the Paley, it doesn't hit the point. On tap, it may be a different story. It may be so much better on tap. You know what I just figured out tonight? I think tonight, this morning. Was it this morning? Yeah, this morning was the last morning I'm taking the teenager to the bus stop. And it sounds like young and fucking this and that, but like up here where we live, the school's like 50 kilometres away, one way, where he goes to school. And it's 50 k's back home. So let me tell you this. So this is going to be land and sea. Yeah, I don't get it, the Paley. But yeah, appreciation post for, you know what, the teenager. He has And this is going to be a very long spiel for what I've been through and him. So if you don't have kids, you probably stop watching now and go, if you see this, don't buy it. I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. I'll drink it. Might get better. But no, I'm not much on it. I'm sorry. But, yeah. Sombre and confusing day, and the teenager went out tonight. First night out, you drive, to a place and have a night out, and you walk in, you see people drunk and carrying on and silly, and you feel like you've got to catch up with alcohol. And I said to him, that's not what you do. You don't do that. We've all done it. But you don't do it, I said, just carry yourself like a young man. I think we're missing that a lot of these days, where we just got to go. We're missing where we carry ourselves, don't you think? Where we're carrying ourselves like fucking men and women. And if there's people that identify otherwise, I'm okay with that. But at least take a role. At least do something. At least. And I'm not saying they don't. You got to be careful what you say these days. Fuck me. This will be drunken ramble, because I'm not even that drunk. But I'm going to put it as drunken ramble because I just ramble. But it's true. Like, there's this fucking person who is trans something, where you want to be disabled, and he had his legs amputated and his tongue cut out, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Could you imagine if aliens actually watched us, or there was a more intelligent species around that watched us? Fuck. Oh, let's lay in front of a fucking car that can kill you because the trees. I get it, but I don't know. But if you don't protest, you don't bring awareness, and I don't know. This world's fucking a mess, mate. It is. And you know what? Since we've got the internet, that's when it's become more of a mess. The teenager had a wonderful graduation. He's home from the pub and said, I just don't. You know what it's like when you get messy, and no one likes that. I don't like it. I don't condone it here on the channel. There's nothing worse than being messy and just, ugh. And we've all done it. But you got to admit, oh, I was that guy last night. I was the messy one, or I was this, and going back to that, I just think it's the way you carry yourself as a man or a woman. You carry yourself as a woman, a proud woman, and you carry yourself as a proud man. I just want to see, and I'll put it like this, after having this Paley, which looks like an IPA, yep. It's just, it's a very confusing beer. But I'm glad to have had it with yous, and I'm glad to have a yak and a yarn and a gripe. Mate, put that back in focus. I don't even know how to focus on it. Yeah, look, I love this brewery. They do some good beers, but this one just didn't hit the mark for me. If you see this, I'd say, look, give it a crack. You gotta. But it's a Paley. I've had some good pale ales here. Very good paleys. And look, I've just noticed the clock and it's 15 minutes. I've got to go inside. The teenager actually tonight has requested to watch some Netflix. And you know what? Instead of being out at the pub smashed off your fucking tits and carrying on, he comes home, showers, he looks after himself, he's just a good kid. Oh, hey, oi, Dad, oi, Chris, oi. You want to watch some shows? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll go watch one. So love each other, take care of each other, be kind to each other. This is a massive ramble. I will see you with the next one. I've got some bangers.